Live from 19 Action News, this is the Sports Extra.
Jason Campbell back to work at practice today. They're still not saying he'll start on Sunday. That could be a weekend decision, but a giant step forward as he comes back from the concussion. Now, as far as their future quarterback is concerned, I mean their franchise quarterback, I got an idea. Don't trade up in the 2014 draft. Trade down. All the way down to round 6, say the 199th overall pick, because that's where you find a Tom Brady. 6 quarterbacks were taken before the Patriots finally rang him up in the 2000 draft. Immortals like Spurgeon Wynn, T. Martin, Giovanni Carmazzi, to name a few. And Brady's never forgotten that. In fact, he thrives on it. It drives him to this day. It's going to drive him all the way to Canton. In the meantime, Ray Horton with the ultimate compliment.
In my opinion, Tom Brady is the greatest draft pick in the history of the NFL.
This is your team.
Where's Norman Dale when you need him? Maybe you can give a speech on behalf of the Indians as well, you know? This is your team. I mean, we're 41 games in. They're still in first. It might be time to actually embrace these guys. Hey, everybody. Tony Zarrella back here live at Cavs headquarters. So let the search for the replacement officially begin. There are going to be more than a few openings around the NBA. Not only good news for Byron, he's going to work again, but also for the Cavaliers. But time is of the essence. Jameis Winston has been cleared. The state attorney did not feel there was enough evidence to charge the Florida State quarterback of rape. And it took only 3 or 4 questions before somebody asked, how will this affect the Heisman voting? Can you give it a minute? It won't. Winston will be the runaway winner on December 14th, right after he dismantles Duke this weekend, and just a few weeks before he takes on the Buckeyes in the national title game. Nothing changes.
Another Steeler Sunday.
You do a great job. It's very hard when everything's just sucked right out of that bar and it's deflated, and she's doing a good job.
Yes, especially in that outfit. That's not 5 minutes to get ready. You know, there's a lot of effort into that.
As you well know.
Are you saying I had that outfit at home? Where's that? Hey, you can be bitter at the Browns. Don't be taking it out on me.
It's a beautiful night here at Progressive Field as the Indians continue to play the Tampa Bay Rays. Score still 3-0, but it's great to see 43,000 fans pack this ballpark tonight.
It was a great, great moment, the first couple of innings. I'll say this is the agonizing part of a one-game playoff, which is unprecedented in baseball, and if you lose it, it's like a tease. Yeah. And you didn't get enough. You didn't get a series. If you win it, you don't care about that.
I know. It's but we're not giving up hope because it's not over yet. All right, Denise, we're going to go back to you. We're still hanging on to that glimmer of hope.
Live from 19 Action News, this is the Sports Extra.
Hey everybody, Tony Zarrella, thanks for tuning in. We've got Browns, we've got the Bridgestone, we've got a lifetime ban in Major League Baseball, but I gotta start with the Tribe going for their 7th straight win. I gotta warn you, this is not for the faint of heart. Tied at 3 in the 9th, the White Sox get to Cody Allen, Jeff Keppinger, a 2-out, 2-run single, so 5-3. Chicago into the bottom half of the 9th. Indians say we got you right where we want you. Bases full for Kipnis. All right, that's good enough to bring Chisenhall home to tie it at 5. On to the 10th. And here you go, another magical moment. Carlos Santana, see ya. Another walk-off blast. That's 7 straight wins, 10 straight at home, and 9 walk-offs this season. Roll, Tribe, roll. There is something special, very special, about this baseball team. And that's why they did, or actually didn't do, what they did today, as the trade deadline came and went, with the Indians basically standing pat. As Terry Francona said, yeah, it's great to land another guy, but that means you have to give one up as well. And considering the team chemistry, he wasn't crazy about that. Also loves the way this rotation is rolling lately, leading the majors with 14 shutouts. The bottom line, Tito more than happy with the 25 he's got.
I'm completely comfortable with the team we have. I like our team a lot. And there are no guarantees, but I'm enjoying the heck out of this group, and I like us every night trying to play the game.
We went into the deadline with, again, in a good position, feeling good about the team. And there were a couple of opportunities to improve, and we were able to do one of them.
We got to talk more about this team chemistry issue. It's a good thing, and I do talk more in my blog, The Z-Files. Check it out on 19actionnews.com. Now, the team they're chasing, the Tigers, did make a couple of moves, including getting Jose Iglesias, a young shortstop, from the Red Sox. Why? Because Johnny Peralta is about to be suspended, likely tomorrow. Speaking of which, A-Rod's going to be hit with a lifetime ban. That's no surprise, so we'll see how he handles that. Meantime, the Tigers refuse to cool off, beating up on the Nationals today. Torrey Hunter deep in the 2nd inning. Tigers big, 11-1. 2-1. That's 9 out of their last 10. I cannot wait until they get to town next week. Browns put the pads back on today and took it up a level, and of course, it starts at the top. Yeah, be Coach Chud lighting the fire. You want hits? Check out Kent Richardson, the rookie out of West Virginia, laying out Torrey Gurley. But give Gurley credit, gets right back up. Trent's looking strong as well. Look, his good friend Marshall Faulk was on hand, and Marshall has something that T-Rich wants.
Super Bowl. Super Bowl. You know, that's what I'm praying for. That's what I'm pushing to. That's what we striving for every day.
All right, the greatest who ever teed it up and the man who's chasing his record. We're going to hear from both on the eve of the Bridgestone when the Sports Extra continues. 4 years ago, ESPN profiled two wrestlers at Lincoln West High School, D'Artagnan Crockett and Leroy Sutton. Their story of friendship, love, and loyalty was one of the most moving pieces I have ever seen. And it keeps getting better because today, along with the producer of that segment, Lisa Fenn, they continue to inspire. The first thing you notice is how often they laugh.
Sitting just like this.
Their joy is contagious. It wasn't always like this. When Lisa Fenn first profiled these two young men for ESPN back in 2009, few outside of Lincoln West High School knew their story.
You notice your match, right?
Saw me. Saw me.
D'Artagnan Crockett and Leroy Sutton. One legally blind, the other without legs. Wrestling teammates and best friends who overcame incredible personal obstacles and carried each other in different ways.
Outside school, life's been easy for neither. For most of his time at Lincoln, D'Artagnan has not had any steady place to call home.
Their story touched millions of people worldwide and changed 3 lives forever. And 4 years later, they continue to inspire.
When Lisa would tell us, like a lot of people would say, oh, it takes an extraordinary person to do that, and Lisa would reply, well, you're in luck, because I'm not an extraordinary person, I'm actually quite normal, and here's what you can do to help people.
Including sharing their story with thousands of kids around the country, with a stop at the City Club of Cleveland a few weeks ago.
What we've come to realize is that much of their childhood, the way that they grew up, and the broken pieces of that felt very much like a waste to them growing up, through that they're able to connect with so many other kids in this city and in this world who grew up like them.
You can kind of tell that in their head, yeah, I've been through that. I've been through that. And, you know, we can only do so much.
Actually, their potential is unlimited. After becoming the first person in his family to graduate from high school, Leroy went on to college in Arizona and recently earned his diploma. He plans on designing video games in the Bay Area. And D'Artagnan, he switched to judo and won a bronze medal in the London Paralympic Games last summer. He's already training for the 2016 Games in Rio.
I'm gonna come in real soon. But right now you're gonna go with Daddy and get your pastas, okay? Have fun.
Lisa and her husband have since doubled their family. Their 3-year-old son Saxon was adopted here in Cleveland, and their daughter Talia is 2. But D'Artagnan and Leroy remind them that their oldest kids are now in their early 20s. They get together at least once a month to share their story with others and have some laughs. Like when D'Artagnan was asked how he carried Leroy up and down those steps all those times.
Very simply, actually. People would say, oh, I did such incredible things, like just like giving somebody a piggyback ride. Never saw anything that amazing with it. I mean, yeah, it was heavy, but it was just concentrated weight in one area. One of our friends...
You calling me fat? Once again?
No.
Another thing you notice is how over time these 3 have become one, and how none of them would be where they are today without the others.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because each one of us is just one small piece to the larger picture.
You can't have the Justice League without Batman. Or Superman. Or Wonder Woman.
But it's kind of all for one and one for all here. You know, so many things about their friendship has inspired me, and so much about the opportunities that I've been able to corral for them has inspired them.
Their incredible story will likely end up on the big screen. A movie deal is in the works. When we come back, Chuck Booms taking center stage at the Improv.